there's so much depth to the songs, to the characters, that yeah, I feel like this is the type of film that, years from now, people could still be talking about, who they are and what it meant, especially characters like Zoe. I was watching a video on Zoe, where they were talking about her being autistic, or on the ADHD spectrum. In fact, I wrote down the channel because let me give him a shout out because I don't be stealing other people's theories and acting like it's mine. But there's a channel called Really Good Reviews, real as in, movie real, then the Y, so real E, good reviews. And that channel actually had a few videos on K-pop, demon hunters that are quite interesting. But yeah, like she talks about the fact that she was obsessed with turtles. Her notebook having like 23 notebooks all on demon insults, and these are sort of typical behaviors of someone who's sort of neurodivergent. Um, and the part towards the end where the demon's whispering to her, and he said the demon says, when the sergeant boys are coming, they're about to take over or whatever, and everybody's hearing the demon whispers, and the demon whispers to Zoe says something like, you're too much and not enough, but I can make you feel like you belong, and that's the thing. People feel like they're too much, and she is kind of this character where she does a lot, she writes down a lot, and she had this upbringing where she prefer her identity being brought up in America, somewhere called Burbank, being brought up in America, and also her Korean identity as well, and the sort of the duality there, and being basically being on both sides, um, and the kind of hyper focus that she has. So I'm not going to claim to be any kind of au- autism expert or anything like that, but from what I know of it, and people I know who are autistic and neurodivergent, yeah, it seemed to me like a very kind of spot on way of describing their character. It's never specifically stated that she is, of course, but even the way her friends interact with her, they just really kind of accept her who she is. They don't make fun of her. They don't kind of question it. When she talks about, I've got something, how many videos on, you got something, how many hours of turtle videos, but it's really just like whatever many small videos all stitched together. And Mira's response was, "That sounds super boring. I'm so down." So there's this acceptance of who she is, and her being it like that. Um, so yeah, I just felt there's going to be a lot to discuss about this movie in the years to come, especially the characters, especially characters like Zoe and Genu.